Good morning, YouTube. Oh, um, I almost got up and drove and started working. Then I looked at what time I was supposed to get on the road, what time I'm supposed to pick up. I'm doing a live pickup, and then so I have to wait a little bit so I don't disrupt the mood, the mode, and all that crap. Um, I'm getting more and more of a I really don't. I care, but I really don't care. Each day I'm getting more and more like whatever. Well, I'm back to regular landscape mode. Um, Again, I don't want to be negative, but I call bull. You know, when when you do these modes, and depending on how many people that you get in there, and then the shorts it seems like it's in the shorts category. It doesn't count. It doesn't count for your hours. I'm trying to get these hours. I'm down to dang now 100 hours lost, and I would normally I'd want to get anybody in their right mind would give up. But now you done pissed me off. I'm like, I ain't the one. I'm gonna do this. Let's do this, Adrian. We're gonna get this. You know what I mean? Good morning, Mike. How you doing? How's the plants? How's the what do they call it? Horticulture or I'm see how I sound when I try to use the big words. How, um, trying to get get it right on YouTube. Everybody's journey. If you're trying to tell someone new, when you're trying to tell someone new about this, most people and like a lot of I use truck drivers as an example when I first started out. Oh, you can make all this money. I'm making all this money, and I remember that's why I stopped going into the lounges. And this one guy was bragging about how much money you made, and then I called him out. I said, "Bullshit, God, sorry, bull dinky." I said, you're probably paying 75% of that in fuel and truck costs and leasing and all and all that. Charles pays like almost $1,000 a week, $1,000 a week in his truck note. I told him, I don't know how do you do it. I couldn't do it. It would kill me. It worried me to death. Uh. And that's why I kind of equate some of these people that come on here bragging about all the stuff that YouTube does. YouTube ain't coming off this money easily. And then we've got to attract the audience that's going to want to make YouTube give us the money. You know what I'm saying? And that is the hard part. That is the part. That is the hidden scrolls. That is the Indiana Jones. That's the that's the gold at the end of the rainbow. You got to find out what works. Last few days I've just been doing what I wanted to do. In the last few days I've been enjoying what I want to do. And what I want to do is remake this mower. I got to get down and start tearing down that other, parts mower. But boy, the way they got it put together, it's not just a one bolt here and a bolt there. You got to do this and you got to do that to get to this. Then you got to take 5 pieces off to get to that, and you got to put 6 pieces back on to get to this. And oh my god! And you think I'm a person be frustrated? I'm having a ball. I don't know why. I, when I make enough money, I'm going to. get me some counseling, psychology. I'm gonna talk to a psychologist. I want to know why. You know, uh, we all have something. We all have something going on. No matter what all y'all say, I'm a strong black woman. I'm a strong man. I'm a manly man. I leave my house and nobody says nothing. Come on, man. We all got something going. We got something going on. And again, not judging. That's just how it is. We all got something going on, and it's okay. Just accept it that it's okay. Just accept it. It's funny. I just before started the live, I said, you know what? I'm gonna be sitting here anyway. I'm not gonna be driving. I said, let me do this. Let me walk up to the front and get me some coffee, and I got a monster, and I'm so used to getting them. It's not good for me. I know, guys, but I feel better mentally after I'm like, it's not good for me. Y'all can pray for me. I want to get less, less, less. Good morning, Bayou. I checked out some of your videos earlier. Um, and okay, look, yeah, I done lost my place of what I was gonna say. I don't forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, we start the morning ditzy and silly, but um, I forgot. I literally forgot what I was gonna say. You know what? You gotta watch it when it says it's sugar free. Because I learned that from you when I just knew that bread. Remember when I was talking about that bread? It's no low carbs and all that. I knew that bread was phony. I just I was just waiting for someone to tell me it was phony. I knew me and my wife was talking about it forever. That low carb bread was so phony. I even remember before it even got popular on this side of the world. They made it in Utah. I had it shipped to me. I paid $25 for 2 loaves of bread because I know I got low carb. I got low carb bread. And when you see it says no sugar, but if you see the carb count, you might as well say it's got sugar in it. Carbs is equal to the word sugar. So that's one thing that I learned. You got to check the carb count. But no, it's just got no sugar in it. Oh, hold up. Let's take a look here. This one, new stuff before I say that. Sugar zero includes added sugar zero, but carbs is three. That's sugar. Just another name for sugar. If it tastes good, exactly. But I'm so used to it. I'm like a creature of habit, and I get to the point I'm not feeling right, I'm not driving right, I'm not doing right unless I got it in me. It's like, I've been trying to take the B plus vitamins. It's the same thing. It's the B plus vitamins and calorie and and the caffeine from the coffee, but I don't know. And those things, it's just I'm just a creature of habit now. But I'm starting to notice that my reflexes are getting a little bit slower, and that's scaring me because you out here. You need them. That's scaring me. That's scaring me something big time. And you know, I have to start making decisions on that aspect of my life, and that's okay. I'm with it. I've just got to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I just got to figure it out, and we're going to figure it out. Just like I'm saying with YouTube, you got to figure it out. Which is a liquid. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. Break it down to me, Mike. Break it down, brother. Um, I had mentioned it in Miss T's live about doing, what happened to the hypathon. I think we should get one. I think we should start it going again. And I would volunteer to be in the back of the house. You know what I'm saying? Well, by all the stuff that we're taking nowadays is destroying everything. You can't even drink water because the plastic bottles and water is um, uh, leaching out estrogen, the chemicals that's in everything. It is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that we cannot have nothing. I mean, I promise you. That's be honest with you. That's why I want to go. That's why I like going to other countries and just eating. We went we went to Costa Rica. One of my earlier videos, and nobody watched it. Nobody watched it, but Charles had a chef, a Costa Rican chef, come to the house that we he was renting and do a meal for his wife for her birthday. Jesus, that food was delicious. Same food, and it had a different taste to it. You could see the packets, the different color in the meat of the blood, the shrimp, everything was different. Uh, when we went to Tybee Island, because y'all got that Soil Family meetup. Y'all get that Soil Family meetup in Savannah. Any of y'all that's going to that Soil Family meetup, go down to Tybee Island, which is a couple of miles. Oh, I promise you, I bet you it's going to be a couple of miles from where you're at, and buy you at least a pound of the shrimp that comes off of those boats. Tastes totally different. Don't go to the store and get the stuff that's coming from freaking nasty behind China. But go to the store. Totally different because it's fresh out of the ocean right there. You're gonna pay a little extra. You're gonna go what? How much? Yeah, but you're gonna pay a little extra. But boy, I promise you, it is worth every dime. Well, this when I was in Costa Rica, man, it was a strong red. It was a strong dark red, you know, and I was like, wow, it was a strong dark red. The chickens weren't the chickens that we have here. They're genetically modified here. They don't even stand up. And I drive by chicken coops and what? There's no window. I drive by 'em. Remember how they had it, everybody that was a thing, and oh, we here at Purdue, we let they roam free and they see the sun. That's a lie. That's a lie. I seen them and up the road. They building more chicken coops. They ain't building windows. They keep them in the dark to keep them docile. Some of them just can't even stand up. They can't even stand up. The chicken can't even stand up. In Costa Rica, they was just running around and just as skinny, just as skinny, because we're pumping all kind of stuff into our meat, growth hormones to make them they get fatter and meatier, and all kind of crap. And then we wonder why our kids at 12 or 13 look like grown behind women, and why our boys look like monsters. That's also part of the genetic modification that happened during slavery. They were just making each other sleep with your mamas and all kind of crap. And no, oh, but we don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. We don't want to tell about that. We don't want to tell about history. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm not with the vegetarian and the vegan, and you're gonna laugh, brother, because I think it's stupid if you don't want to kill animals or whatever. Then why are you trying to say vegan chicken? Okay, it should be vegan whatever, but it shouldn't be vegan chicken or vegan this, and then they got to do with they do stuff that vegan friendly, and they ain't got nothing to do with food. I know, but they add animal parts to this and that. Yeah, but some of the stuff ain't got nothing to do with food. But but what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying some of this stuff. Vegan burger. How about you just that's a vegetable patty? How about just say what it is? It's a freaking vegetable patty. That's all I'm saying. It just aggravates the bejesus out of me when people do that. Yeah, you're right. It's in the ad. They're vegan this and vegan that. Okay, if it ain't talking about something I'm putting in my mouth, then just stop. Now, if I'm putting on something on me, or vegan friendly cologne, if something's in that spray to keep me from being funky as animal parts, I don't want it anyway. Don't do that. I don't want it anyway. It's so freaking nasty. But see, we don't even know what's in the stuff we eat. Like I don't know. Did you guys know that Zaxby's in one of their sauces it has not some kind of weird fish. We don't even know half of the stuff we eat, and we just say, "Oh, it tastes good." It's just like that the fake lobster. If y'all see what that white, I think it's called a whitefish. Y'all see if that what that fish looked like for real, you would be totally turned off. That one of the ugliest fish I've ever seen. And that thing is butt behind ugly. One of the ugliest fish I've ever seen. And that's the whole thing. We don't even know half of the stuff that we're taking in. And that is so scary. Man, y'all boy, let me get a local job. Let me get home. My whole back deck is gonna be nothing but containers. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start growing. I just can't do it right now because I got a wife that's got a brown thumb. She does great with everything else because she'll start. I had a lemon tree. Thing was growing just fine. Come home, it's outside. The deer that stripped it clean. I said, "What did you do?" Well, I was reading what it said. It said put it outside. I said, "There's a reason why it's inside. I didn't want Bambi to have lunch. I didn't want Bambi to have Bambi to have her peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They just licked it clean. I remember you see certain parts of I used to do certain parts of Louisiana. I went to one of these places and I bought a pineapple bush. I ain't know it. I ain't know. That's when it dawns on me, these damn dang deer. I put it right under my window near my back door on the porch. Bambi came up on that door and ate that all the way down to the dirt. To the dirt. I was so mad. I was so mad. The only thing saved me from waiting out there in the jungle in the middle of the night to light Bambi up is one of the guys I used to watch when I first started. I gotta find him again. Um, he does videos of animals that come through his yard. Hey, good morning, She. How you doing? He does videos of animals that come through his yard. So now the deer know that's the place where we can eat. He has herds of deer just congregating in his backyard, and they literally go to the store, cut up pineapples, cut up fruits, and put it in areas out there and videotape these animals. It's crazy. And also, what do you call them? Raccoons. I was in Louisiana and I was throwing some garbage out in the dumpster. And the raccoon jumped up to the door. Yeah, like I was like mother effer, and started running like the raccoon gonna go flying through the air and drop kick me or something. I was screaming, ah, ah, like like Jesus save me, like a raccoon. I was the first one. I ain't never seen one before until then. It's like something like National Geographic or something. Like Jesus, Jesus, take the wheel. Ah. But that was one of my. And every time I walked by that dumpster, every time I would walk by the dumpster, I had that. You have to do that like the karate move. Like, okay, you come out at me, I'm taking you out. I'll give you the kung fu kick, knowing I can't lift my leg more than a few inches off the ground. Like I'm really gonna do something. Uh, oh Lord. Okay, let me compose myself. We're supposed to be having a conversation. Oh Jesus. Uh, oh. But that, I guess that's how I can segue into the conversation. Um, I have a picture that's going around. I don't know if I even posted it on. I know it's posted on Instagram and Facebook, and it's me with a black hat on, and the I had it's called a peacoat. Military navy is called a black. There's a black peacoat. But if you look into my eyes, you can see the despair. I just didn't know, you know, I was just lost. And what do I mean by that? I was recovering from a truck accident, and I didn't know if I ever was going to be happy again. And literally, what I was doing each morning, my father had a tire shop. It was 4 miles. I was walking with, I'd get up in the morning, walk to the tire shop, walk to the liquor store, buy a bottle of liquor, go to this tire shop, drink the whole freaking bottle, fall the heck out, wake up, and then 'cause I was having nightmares. I was having nightmares. I was having flashbacks of the accident. Even to this day, I don't close the curtain. In these 18 wheels, they have a curtain between the front of the truck and the back of where the bed is. I know I don't close the curtain. And um, I was, I was in despair. And I know I'm getting a little quiet because it kind of hurts talking about it. And one day, I came out of it long enough because my leg was healing in the explosion. Some glass had went into my leg, and it was a hot mess. And I remembered one day I just came out of it long enough to say, I have to I have to go back and get it. If I don't get back in the truck now, I'll never drive a truck ever again. I wasn't looking for dating or anything like that. I said, if I don't get back in the truck, I'll never drive a truck again. And long story short, I did go back. I did get back in behind the wheel, and I mean, you can see, you look, I'm behind the wheel right now. Um, but I had to, I had to start learning how to be happy, even in the midst of the storm, even in the midst of a storm. We got to learn how to find the joy in anything and everything. I used to get so upset. Oh, I'm gonna miss this load. I'm gonna miss that load. Then now I'm like, look, Lord telling me something. There's probably an accident on that road waiting for me. I need to, I need to relax. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I need to relax. And you know, and always I gotta add the wife to it. When we first met, she was like, "Hey, let's do this." Okay. Hey, let's do this. Okay. Hey, let's do this. Okay. Hey, let's do this. Okay. Well, I was thinking, well, let's go do this. Okay. The reason why, and she said one of the reasons she fell in love because I kept on saying okay, and I did never said no. The reason I never said no is because I never did anything. I let the world pass me by, and all I could say was, "Woe is me." I let the world, I let the world just kick me down and didn't want to get back up because I was so used to being beat up. A lot of times we let the world beat the piss out of us. Whatever. Sometimes we let the world beat the piss out of us and we don't learn how to find joy in the midst of the battle. We don't learn to say, is that all you got? Is that all you got? Is that all you got, life? Is that all you? Look, I've had worse. Is that all you got from me? Because I'm good. Look, it actually kind of tickles. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people don't understand that I'm actually trying to be encouraging. Isn't that crazy? I'm actually trying to be encouraging because see, you got some people, and I even get that way a whole lot lately. Woe is me. But guess what? The sands of time are still ticking. The sands of time, they don't stop for nobody. You got to learn to have fun. You got to learn to enjoy life for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And what is life? Hey, Sam's Happy Hive. Are you the guy that's retiring? You know, if you man, I'm. Hey, you know everybody gonna say, hey, don't be hating. I be hating on. I hate. Hey, welcome in. What's that? Carrot Moss Motor. You know, yeah, I'm blind to the back. I gotta make a point for the eye doctor. That's the next thing. But we're so used to being beat down that we don't realize that even in the battle, look, I be finding something funny. I be finding something that it's okay. I be finding something, you know. Yo, there was a guy. There's a guy in our YouTube streets. I'm not gonna name his name, but he's taken some time away from YouTube, and I know what's going on. His wife. The wife is saying, "Look, you put too much time into YouTube. You need to put more time into me and your family." And I went through it, and and the wife thought I was cheating on her and all this other bull crap. That ain't that was the furthest thing from my mind. Cause y'all know I be talking about her. Yo, I ain't going nowhere. I love this woman. I ain't looking at nobody else. But the situation had reminded her of her past, and all I could do is show nothing but love. All I could do is show nothing but appreciation because she was ready to dump me and everything. But I know I didn't do it. Although the louder you yell is more proof that you did something. I didn't do it. Y'all know I'm highly sensitive. I'm getting upset. The alarm went off, like I just said. I didn't do it. But then guess what? Instead of me, I stopped being mad and started laughing. And I was like, you know what? The situation is probably this. And I remember because I was about to let YouTube go. Mike sent me an email. He said, "Don't give up, bro." He said, "Don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep going forward. You got all these followers. Don't lose them. Keep going." And I remembered at that point in my life, I said, "You know what? Normally I would dig my head in the sand. Normally I would not even make an effort to do anything else. But I'm gonna. I done made it this far. Let's try this. Let me show more love to the wife. Let her know I'm not going nowhere." She never apologized, but she apologized, and this is what ladies, y'all gotta learn this. Y'all gotta learn how to apologize. I know this hurts. It just hurts to come out your mouth. I'm sorry. Because every once in a while, it might actually be true. And I'm happy that Mike sent me that email. and it because it gives me I'm happy because I can giggle about it. This is just another. It's another battlefield for the Lord. I'm on the battlefield. It's another. It's another thing. Wait a minute. I'll put that up there, bruh. I learned that. I learned that, and see, that's why, bro. You gotta have a good. You gotta have you a good friend. We all be your friend. Come on here. If don't don't if you know most wives don't be coming on our other YouTube people that we follow. Come on here and voice your opinion. You can come on. I dropped the link. You can come up on the live. Voice your opinion. Get it out. Get it out your system. We'll even laugh with you. Because guess what? When you get someone that's been married just as long as you have or longer, they'll be laughing. They'll be giggling. They'll be like, look, yeah, I've said that before. How'd that work for you? I've done that before. How'd that work? Don't do it. Let me tell you why. Yo, I talk about the man all the time, but he's been married for 30 years. I said this. Don't do it. It don't work. It don't work. Don't do it. I remember I've been on the rant and we almost got in an argument, and I've always wanted to apologize. So to say I'm sorry. I was like, they ain't gonna talk to me like that. He said, no, man. I'm like, I bumped this. I'm not doing it. Don't do it. And he was getting mad because I'm yelling at him, but I was just getting it out of my system. Don't do it. But guess what? Look, come on here, get it out your system, male or female, because see, guess what? One thing we gotta learn: I love you. I love, I love you, even though you get on my last stinking nerve. I love you. But guess what? The Lord teaches us in this night. The Lord teaches us that sometimes you just got to shut up. Boy, shutting up fix a whole lot of stuff. Don't even give him the eyeball. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she was going through something the day before yesterday. I think it was either day before yesterday or yesterday. And she was going off, and it was apparent that she was actually wrong. She was actually wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I said that. I said, babe, you work for these people. If they because she's using her cell phone to make these sales. But these people use Varnage or whatever. There's a digital phone and there's an app that you got to go to on your phone to get to make the calls or whatever. I said, no, no, no. But they didn't say you have to use it. Well, if he's checking the report and seeing that you didn't make no calls on there, and you're not getting proof of it, then you need to use that. I'm not, after that point, I knew she wasn't listening to me, so I just shut up. I just shut up, and I did my husbandly job was shut up and listen. I was okay. She's not looking. And so a lot of times the husband or the wife is not looking for us to listen. They're looking for us to just be quiet. No, they're not looking for results. They're not looking for answers. They're looking for us to just be quiet and be a sounding board. A lot of times they want us to say, yeah, yep, you're right. Even though 9 times out of 10 you're not. And I started laughing. because I knew 9 times out of 10, okay, I still have mental problems. One of them problems is this. One of them problems is this. Because I'm an empath, I soak up all energy. And even on the digital phone, on online or whatever, you're yelling, you're getting hyper, you're getting mad. It feels like you're getting mad at me, and I'm in defensive mode. I said, babe, stop raising your voice. Relax. Ah, yeah. Now I'm getting mad, and I have to check myself. Do you see what I'm saying? I have to check myself because that's the magic word. What you said, my mouth is saying, what was that you said? That my mouth, my mouth is doing something that I can't check. But you're right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it feels like an attack, and then I have to now I have to place a boundary, babe. Calm down, because now it feels like you're attacking me. Calm down. Oh, I'm not gonna calm down. Okay. Now I have to retreat. Do you see what I'm saying? Good morning, morning. Now I have to retreat because now I'm going to attack back. These are the things I learned from someone who's been married for 30 years. And the magic word was shut the F up. This is how guys talk to each other. Hey, man, you got to learn how to shut the F up. What do you mean? Then they give reasons. See, right now I can laugh about it because I didn't know. I can relate because I didn't know. I get mad. I get frustrated. Then I'm going to take it out on everybody in the near vicinity. But if I try to live my life by positive reinforcement, by being in a positive environment, say, babe, you're getting on my last nerve. Still love you. Jesus. Come on, life of my lady. You do you see what I'm saying? Just something like that. Something in that form. You know what I mean? And a lot of times we have to take one step back to take two steps forward, especially in the relationships. And I'm not saying that because I know what the heck I'm doing. I'm like I'm like that blonde guy with the stick tapping around, tap 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 tap, trying to figure out which direction to go without getting my feelings hurt. you know, because see, we get to the point. Our feelings will jump out, and we don't even realize you said this. We don't realize that now you done got mad and the wrong thing come out. See, because I used to say I used to be the one. I was the magic one to say about alcohol is truth serum. No, it's not. Because if I love you, if I care about you, I need to control my inhibitions. I need to control my fears, and I need to control my hurt. I need to control my anger. Because you be you get in an argument, and then the first thing is like, F your mama. That's why your mama get on my last nerve. Because you done had some liquor in you. But you didn't want to, when you're sober, you don't want to hurt their feelings. Because at one point, you didn't stand up against your mother against me. Your mother said some smart remark. And I wanted to call it a B word, but I held back. But you didn't stand up against her. Do you see what I'm saying? Exactly. Because look, I go from Sarah, sister. I go from zero. Normally everybody say 0 to 100. I go from 0 to 200 really quick, really quick. And I got a little. Uh, I got to stay off of some people's lives because I was talking about it the other day. I call bull. I smell the doo doo. I smell the doo doo. And what else? What am I saying by that? This one guy goes on there because they were talking about the vertical. I do the vertical every other day on my live. I learned this: you don't get your hours. The only way that your hours going to be calculated if you do the vertical is if you already have or monetized. This is what I'm learning. But non-monetized people like myself, I'm not getting that until later on. I got to get monetized first. And I'm not getting all of these people that actually, oh, you're going to have 30 or you're going to have 40 new subscribers. And okay, you're going to get 30 or 40 new subscribers. I'm going to say, I'm give the magic word because of Sensei Urban Garden Chronicles. You're not boring. You got something. We all are here trying to figure out that what is that something that's going to make everybody come to our channel. We all have that. Look, I, I got to check your channel out, Sarah's Happy Hive. I see people doing the bees. I'm a little BITCH ninja because I would get scared. Ah, bee! Ah! I like the honey, but I don't want the bee. Hey, no problem, Irvin. You know, but that's what I'm saying. But it's interesting because there was one beekeeper I used to follow. He's out of Louisiana. I can't remember his name, but he goes around and takes beehives out of places in people's houses and apartments and stuff like that. It's very interesting. That's his niche, and he brings them home and does what he needs to do with it. You see what I'm saying? We all are trying to figure out the reason why you guys see the reason why you guys see um uh this trucking parking lot is because it's so dark you can't see my face. You can't see me moving around throwing my hands. You learn how to take advice from other people. Mike told me to do this, and I've been doing it ever since. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people say, "Oh, you got the suction cup upside down." Look, this is the only way I can get this stupid thing to stick. Mike could tell you. Remember in the middle of the lives, the whole camera was falling all over the place because I had it in a different spot. I had it mounted on the dashboard. It kept on falling apart. We had to figure this out. I also learned, guys, I can't do a live after 7 o'clock. Why you say that? Why you say that, Darren? Can't stop or whatever we call me nowadays. I don't know. I tried to do one. I tried to do one yesterday. All heck broke loose. And also, if I have it connected, the sun beams down on the phone, overheats the phone. The phone cut off in the middle of the live yesterday afternoon. That's it. Fifi said the magic word. You said the magic word. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, Jakes. You said the magic. Fifi said the magic word. It's not that serious. We get a lot of people that are in their feelings. You haven't watched my video. I was one of them. Before I started really getting into this, I would call my son. I had 4 subscribers. I was two of them. I was two of them. And my wife was one of them, and my son was one. I called my son yelling at him, "Watch my video! Watch my video!" Hey, Tamika's in there. Hey, Tamika, what's going on? Do you see what I'm saying? It ain't that serious. But before I met you guys, I was in transition, and this is why I tell these stories. I was in transition to becoming the person that I am now. I was reminded of situations that arose that I got a long way to go. In a short time to get there, eastbound and down, moving down there, trucking. We go ahead, we got a long way to go, in a short time to get there. You gotta learn how to smile. You gotta learn how to smile because a smile, a giggle, a smirk goes a long way. Let's see. Oh, he's just saying hello to everybody. Um, it goes a long way, and a lot of times, what's the word? I say it all the time. In a lot of these relationship videos, they talk about um, you got emotional maturity. My emotions affect me, and my wife still doesn't believe this. My emotions affect me. A lot of times, they're painful because I'm an empath. I'm not an experienced empath, but I feel it. I feel it in my bones. It hurts. So I have to stay around the emotions that don't hurt. What are those? Laughing, giggling, smiling, staying positive, not negative. I remember um, we went to a cruise to the Bahamas, and they're notorious for accosting you to buy their crap. And it didn't dawn on me how I would feel going through the crowd. And we were walking through the crowd, and Charles and his wife, they loved it. They loved to go on these things and travel past the cruise port. Not me. I have a phobia. I need to see that ship because I'm not trying to be a pier runner. I need to see that ship wherever I'm at. I need to see that ship because I want to be close enough that if that ship starts taking off, I'm taking off for that ship. I'm leaving everybody and mama. And the guy was trying to sell me. He said, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And he got in my face. "No, I'm good. I'm good." He got in my face. I said, "Hey, man, I'm good," and then walked away. Sorry, I should have hit the alarm. And my wife says, "You shouldn't have did that." I said, and I started explaining to her again, "Babe, there was too much negative energy. I tried to walk away. He kept on getting in my face." And she noticed that when I walked through the crowd, I got my head down and I just trucking through the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I was trucking through the crowd. They must have had a meeting or something because the next time we went to that port, they didn't do that. And I was like, "Whoa, this is weird." I said, "Whoa, this is weird," because I was ready for battle. I even had earphones on, and I had the positive music. See, look, y'all be laughing. I'm still an Asian geek. I listen to the morning to get my spirit going, to get my giggle on, get my happy face on. I listen to Japanese rock and roll. I don't know what the heck dude's saying, but I say it word for word. I say it word for word. I'm singing it word for word, and it makes me happy. See, That is the weirdest thing for a brother to have Japanese rock and roll, but I'm happy as heck after I listen to that. We have to learn, we have to learn to find out what energy we need to start our day. We have to learn what energy to keep to go through our day. We have to learn what energy it keeps to end our day. Do you see what I'm saying? I, man, I met someone that said they're going to Japan. I was hating. I was like, man, I want to go. The guy, Sam's Happy Hour. The guy I listen to is he wrote that song for Kill Bill. You know that intro where they're coming in and to the Japanese place. Um, uh, he That's his song, and he's got a whole bunch of those. Oh my God, it's good stuff. You can find him on YouTube. I can't remember his name right now. You know what I mean? But the reason I'm saying this is I didn't realize how better my life became when I learned how to be happy and when I learned how to make myself happy, make myself enjoy. I, um, I wish I could get off this phone for a second and get the name. Hotel. It's HOT. It's spelled like hotel, but it ain't hotel. And but oh my God, he's got some good music in concert. I would love to see him in concert. Um, he's getting older. That's and I listen to all kind of crazy stuff. I love me some Zydeco. I listen to all kinds of music. You know, and I really really enjoy the positive, the goofier the better. You said the magic word. This is a magic word. See, what people don't realize, we beat ourselves up more than any enemy could possibly do to us. So you said the magic word. We have to be kinder to ourselves. When you learn how to stop punishing yourself, even though you made a mistake, stop punishing yourself. Learn how to be happy. Learn how to enjoy life. Get a crazy friend. Learn how to enjoy life. Learn how to smile. Learn how to giggle. Learn how to giggle. Mike, the regulars in this slide will tell you to give you the magic word. When I start giggling, and boy, I can't. It ain't stopping. And right now I'm trying to hold back the tears because I remember how dark my life was. You don't know what someone is going through behind the scenes. See, a lot of people will be so great on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, but are so miserable behind closed doors, are so unhappy behind closed doors. There was a husband and wife team that they had over 2 million subscribers. Simon and Martina, they did eat your kimchi. They started out in Korea and then finished in um, finished in Japan, and they did wonderful, wonderful food reviews and stuff like that. Man, I was so heartbroken when they broke up. But it was just out of the blue. But it really wasn't out of the blue. Something was going on behind closed doors. They always said, "Love you, honey," blah blah. You're my whatever, and then you're getting divorced. Well, if that was the case, why were you saying, "I love you, you're my favorite"? And they split up, and the wife is doing King Kogi. She came, back to Canada for a little bit, then went back to Japan, and now has like 100 or 200,000 subs, and is still doing what the beginning of what she normally did. I'm still in the honeymoon phase with my wife. We've been married for 7, yeah, 7 years, eight together for 9. I know the phase is going to go, but I don't want it to go. I still get excited when I'm heading home. I still get happy. I still get happy when she calls me up. I still, I still, even though, like I was saying earlier, I learned how to shut up because I love her. I learned to know what works and what doesn't because I love her. I learned to know what will transpire in the future because I love her. She does the same thing. I got my taxes back and gave her $500. She said, "Well, Mom, use it to pay bills." I was giving that to you because I want you to do something with it for yourself. And then she called me and said, "Well, I'm gonna blow $100. What do you think?" Have fun, because she gives me so much. I said, "You know what? I want you give me so much. You give me joy. You make me happy." We talk about peace on the next slide. You make me happy. I feel like a dirtbag because I can't give you more. I feel like a piece of shit because I can't give you more. Because someone finally found me that was destined for me. And when you find someone that's destined for you, you want to be a better you for yourself first, and then for that, and then they get the crumbs, they get the leftovers, they get the energy that you're broadcasting out, the positive reinforcements. Yeah, there's a uh there's a song. This guy seems like he's country, but I'm trying to figure out what music genre he fits in. His name is Citizen Cope. You need to listen to a song. I think it's called "The Sun's Gonna Rise" by Citizen Cope. Google, YouTube it. "The Sun's Gonna Rise," and you that that inspiration of the sun coming up will blow your mind when you're listening to it. Because I listen to it sometimes. I listen to it while I'm driving down the road. The sun's gonna rise in a mile. In a mile, you'll be just fine. That's the magic word. You will be just fine. The sun's gonna rise in a while. In a mile, you're gonna be just fine. Guys, you're gonna be fine. Guys, you're gonna be better than you've ever been. You just have to want it. The world ain't gonna give it to you. The world wants you to be miserable. trust, trust and believe me. The world gonna want you to be miserable. Don't be miserable, because none of us know the day, the hour, the minute, the second that it's time for us to move on to the next. So why do you want to live it being unhappy? I don't, I don't want to be a downer, but why do you want to live it being unhappy? Retrain your brain because you ever find you ever run into that person that's happy all the time. They have figured it out. They figured out the mantra. They figured it out. When I can figure out how to be happy all the time, oh my goodness. Charles ain't happy all the time, but he mellow. That's close. But I'm learning. I learn by what I see. I don't really learn about by books or whatever. I learn by what I see, of what I feel, and what I can figure out or understand. And that's how I learn. And when I learn, I really learn. I really get it. I really understand it. I understand the force, Luke. But oh wow. All right, guys. I think I done babbled for a good minute, and I just want to thank y'all for coming in. We even got up to 8 at one point, and which is it's super high for us. And I thank y'all for coming in. I thank y'all for being part of my live. Look, boss lady's even calling, so I can't answer until I get off here. But I thank y'all guys for being a part of my live. Um, as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, know that I love you and God loves you too. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Deuces.